there was a misinformation that was given out to many of those wrestlers that were part of CZW. Mm-hmm. Many of them were told, cut a promo and we will pick somebody to have a shot at the NWA World Title. That was not what that was communicated to those guys by the NWA. That's what somebody at CZW chose to do to try to get better promos. So many of those guys, when we walked into that building and found out that that was never going to be the case, there was some legitimate disgruntled of us being there. Then there was a segment that we did in the ring, and I've read comment. I've never said this. I've never commented on any of this when I see it. There were some comments that were made about how that we took way too long on the promo segment and had to cut the match short. And again, we had nothing to do with that. That we didn't. Our whole deal was you set it up, pick your guys to bring out there that you want to challenge. And some of those guys thought they were actually going to, at some point, maybe on the next show, get a shot at the title. I don't agree with that. I think you should be upfront with people and tell them, hey, you're cutting a promo, but here's what's going to happen, right? Obviously, I knew, I was wrestling Nick that night, so they didn't. So there was some legitimate, I won't say heat, because everybody was friendly and everybody was, was very professional. But there were some guys who were a little irritated on how that went down, and I will defend the NWA to say that from the very beginning, that's not what we told them. Whoever told them those other things, that was up to them, how they approached their promotion. But a lot of those guys, super talented, and I would have loved to have defended that title against any one of those guys at their building, knowing that I was going to get booed for coming out wearing a suit and being the straight-laced, babyface, white meat wrestler that I was. So,
yeah. And that's the thing. I think you can't really blame the NWA, and I think that the only thing they can, it's understandable they'd be disgruntled, but when you look at it, they can't take it out on yourself or Nick Aldis for being in that situation. That's the part of NWA's booking, not CZW's booking. But later on in that show, they had a rival promotion storm the ring and do a shoot. Invasion, where a former CCW champion was one of the people who did it, but was not aware of it. What was your understanding? Were you were you in the building when it happened? Were they trying to get you to go out there and help defend them? What was it like backstage when that happened for you guys?
Wow. Okay, because I'm Mr. Honesty. Okay, here's the way it goes. First off, I was probably at Shoney's by that time, or Denny's, or whatever, eating. And then my second response was, oh man, I don't know if I'm a good person or not. Was it a shoot invasion? I don't know. I know that was expectation, but if I'm in a cage in the middle of a match and somebody comes in that I don't know is coming in, especially somebody from a rival promotion comes into the ring, I'm not saying I'm winning every fight, but it's going to get ugly fast.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I have not heard that happened, and I didn't see that happened. I have no clue. I'm not part of their show. I'm not part of the booking. I'm not part of either promotion. So that's the question. Was it a shoot? I don't. I'm gonna put a big question mark on that. It doesn't
depends who you ask, really.
Yeah, it doesn't matter in the big picture of things, right? It drew attention. It drew fans, and in the business, that's what it's all about. So good for them. One way or the other, good for them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And